Hi everyone, this is a video about how T-Mobile screws people over. As many of you probably know, earlier this year T-Mobile introduced a new plan structure saying that due to their conduct studies, they've discovered that the best structure is to not have contracts anymore because they don't work, and how all the other people are evil and archaic for keeping you in contracts and trying to incentivize you by getting a low phone but charging you oh so much each month. And so T-Mobile's grand idea was to do away with contracts, and instead of giving you a phone at a subsidized price, giving you a down payment and making you pay for it each month. Now, any smart person would realize that if I'm paying $20 a month for 24 months, and then I'm paying $100 down payment on, a $500 to $700 smartphone, that does add up quite a lot actually. And if your lowest plan as T-Mobile is even $50, we're looking at $70, but really the lowest plan as far as I can tell is actually $70. You're looking at $90, which is the lowest that you can pay for Verizon. Now granted, T-Mobile does give you unlimited data, which is amazing, and Verizon gives you 1 gigabyte of data. Besides the point. So I looked at that and I said, cool, T-Mobile, figure out what's best for you. The only problem is that I had a contract with T-Mobile since 2011, and I've stayed in that contract through thick and thin, you know the phrase. I've stayed in that contract for such a long time, and I've turned down really incentivized offers to go to other carriers. I have the option to get some concession lines with some of the other carriers. But I stayed with T-Mobile because my upgrade, which would have been in a month or so, in 2013, from the date that this is being published, I would have gotten my upgrade. And I would have gotten a subsidized phone, maybe a Galaxy S3 for $200. Hell, that's still a better deal than me having to buy it at outright cost. Now, when this rolled out, I said, I wonder how this affects me. So, sure enough, when I contacted T-Mobile's customer care representatives, they told me, well, you see, we've changed our plan structure, so we can no longer offer you the subsidized phone that implicitly you've been waiting for at least 24 months, and that's the only idea behind having this contract with T-Mobile. But you can pay a down payment on your phone as if I'm buying a car. I tried to explain to them how this does not make any sense, knowing full well that there's probably little that they can offer to do, because most likely they just don't care. Now, I told them that's a terrible thing. At the end of the day, fine. If that's the case, I'll just leave T-Mobile and try to find some other carrier, or maybe just use Simple Mobile. If I'm paying for the phone anyways, I'm screwed over anyways, let me just go somewhere else. Now, they told me the funny thing is, I'm actually still in contract until I have my upgrade status. So, let's review. T-Mobile decides that contracts are no good, decides to screw over the millions of customers they have who are smart enough to wait for the subsidized phone each 24 months, by telling them, we're not going to do any contracts, you get to pay a down payment. If that's not cool enough for you, just get whatever phone you want. But if those customers happen to decide to leave, well, they can't leave, you see, because they're still in a contract, and T-Mobile's still going to charge you at least $200 if you decide to leave the contract, even though they're not giving you the benefits of said contract. So, in under 5 minutes, I think I've just kind of explained how tremendously stupid this move was on their side. I have no reason to stay with T-Mobile, give them any sense of loyalty whatsoever. Simple Mobile is going to be cheaper. There's a lot of cheaper options. Having waited 23 now months for a subsidized phone, and all of a sudden just the company decides it's not going to honor that, but still making me wait until I finish the contract or pay them my end of the bargain, my end of the deal. That is just, I think, the definition of screwing people over. T-Mobile just sucks.